Hello everyone, Stealth46 here, and today this is going to bring you a normal commentary, and it's going to be about Call of Duty 4 and a supply drop rant. Yes, supply drop rant. If you haven't seen other videos, of course, I've brought out a while ago about the Call of 4 having supply drops, or could have supply drops, whenever they drop out the new 6 free maps that they're bringing to on December of some day. I don't know exactly what day, but it's sometime this month. And I mean, the videos came out a while ago about them saying, oh, there's going to be Call of Duty 4 supply drops. Now, that was the time when I didn't have my Elgato, and I had this on my chest for about so long now. And it's what I think about that. It's just stupid. Why would you add supply drops to an already okay game? I mean, yeah, there's some things that you don't like in the game, or what, you know, like the M16, Juggernaut, Stop and Power, you know, but that's the original game. You know, if you don't remember, the original game wasn't perfect either. They just literally remastered it. They took the game, made it look better, and added, you know, medals, the thing that makes it so your camos don't go away after you prestige tokens, and titles and emblems. It's literally the only thing they added to a game that was already what it was. So when they think about adding supply drops into the mix, that's where shit gets real. That's where, why? You ask why. You're going to add supply drops. Now, instead of hating the M16 and the Stop and Power and Juggernaut, you're going to be hating, I forget what weapons there. I think it was like PP2000, M249B, I think it was. Not M249B, M240B. You know, there's bunch of other weapons. The FAL, that's gonna like just pop. You're gonna just be able to shoot another gun as fast as you possibly can, and that one's gonna be better, more unlikely, because it's not the M14 where it kicks up a little bit, or the G3 where it kicks a lot. It's the FAL. It's gonna kick back perfectly. It's just gonna pop. Like if it's anything from MW2. They're adding the I can't remember any other gun. I think it was FAMAS. I don't know. It may have been FAMAS. Oh look, there's another burst weapon. You know, you gotta think, they're gonna add more weapons that are just gonna destroy Call of Duty 4. It's just gonna end it. Like, instead of hating just like 3 things, you're gonna hate like everything else that comes in those supply drops. And plus, it's supply drops, so hell, you don't know. They may add titles, then you're not gonna be able to have a perfect chance of getting new weapons. You're gonna have to sit there, buy supply drops over and over and over again until you eventually get one gun, and then you're like, woo, one gun, and then they're gonna add new guns, and it's just gonna be like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 all over again. They're just gonna add it. They're just gonna keep going, add new weapons, add new variants. Hell, they may even put variants in. Hell, they may even add a variant of the M16 to the point where it's worse than the original M16, and it's gonna just be like no weapon sway, no kick, infinite range, freaking, you can snipe across the map with it. Even though you can do that now, but it's a little bit harder because it's a weapon sway, and if you slap on a suppressor, you ain't going to do anything. But if they add infinite range, like they did on NV4 and Infinite Warfare, boom, they can just take a suppressor and just one burst you across the map. Be completely off the radar, and if they have good, you know, vision, like good eyes, and they can see clearly what the original reticle of the M16, they could just be sniping you across the map. You'll never know where they are, unless you watch the kill cam. Hell, it's just like they're off the radar. Hell, in search, you'll be like, you get that rage, and they snipe you across the map. You can't tell your teammates where they are, because they'll probably rage skip the kill cam. And he has an F-16 silencer, and they will never be able to see him, and he can just one-shot you across the map. You never know what they can do with the supply drops. It's just going to completely ruin the game, I think. It's just going to throw it off. You're going to, like I said, you're going to hate, instead of 1, 2, or 3 things, you're going to hate 6, 7, or 8 things, because they're going to just keep adding weapons to the game. Now, mind you, Infinite Warfare has supply drops, yes, but that game was expected to have supply drops. You know, it was expected to have supply drops, expected to have its jetpacks flying around. Now, that's another thing. Like, that's the only reason why I play COD 4. That's the other thing. I only play COD 4 because I can't handle the jumping. Now, I'm not saying, it makes the game terrible of Infinite Warfare. No, Infinite Warfare is a good game. It's just, I don't like the jumping because I like being able to predict somebody coming around a corner and not flying over my head, and I'm just like aiming straight and he just takes off over my head, and then I'm like, I'm dead. I like being able to, like, if he has to come around this corner, he's coming around this corner. So I have plays. I mean, yes, it takes a little bit more skill because you have to adjust to, like, oh, if he's going to do a play where he fakes me out one way, he comes around the one way, I know he's coming that way, but he can just jump over and have perfect aim and take me out. But in COD 4, I like it to where if he comes around the corner, he better flash, stun, or something, because if I'm aiming and I'm good enough that where he comes around a corner, I could just pop him. Boom, he's dead. It's game. Instead of having to worry about him flying over their head. So if they ruin COD 4 with supply drops, I don't know what I'll play it, but I won't be playing it as much. I mean, 5th Prestige 46 with like Regal snipers, like 5. I only need 2 assault rifles for Regal, 2 SMGs for Regal, like 1 pistol for Regal pistols. It's like I play this game a lot. I love COD 4. Loved COD 4 since day one it came out in 2007. It was just by far my favorite Call of Duty until Black Ops 2 came out. Until Black Ops 2 came out, Black Ops 2 became my favorite one because it was well balanced as well. Like there's nothing too OP, and when there was something too OP, like the MSMC was really good at the beginning. I think it was really good at the beginning. I want to say it was good at the beginning. They nerfed it, or it was not good at the beginning and they buffed it. It was one of those two, but they fixed their problems instantly. They didn't have supply drops. It worked perfectly fine. They didn't have jumping, jetpacking. It was perfect. Everything was balanced. Hardpoint gameplay was balanced. You had to have rotations. You had to have an anchor. You had to have everything normal about it. It was a perfect game. Now, they have COD 4. It's a good game. It's not perfect, but it's a good game. It's better than flying around and whatnot, for me, at least. I don't like to fly around, so it's a good game to me until they add supply drops. Then I'm just going to lose it. I'm going to not be able to play it as much because I'm going to be like running around the map with my good old, I don't know, let's say I'm still trying to get, let's see, LMGs, because they're the thing. I'll be running around with the RPD. Hell, someone will be running around with a PP2000, the little machine pistol from MW2, and just melt me. And I'm just like, it's going to like 2-shot me, 3-shot me. It's going to be like an M16 in handheld form or something, and it's just going to destroy me, and I'm trying to get headshots with my RPD, and I have to worry about, then they're going to add more. Then I'm going to have to get headshots. I think they're adding a sniper or something. I don't know. What happens if they add a sniper? I have Regal snipers. I have to get that one. Like, just don't. Just the guns that are in this game are good, overpowered, but there's ways to get around them. Like M16. I mean, snipe them. Well, M16 is kind of versatile. That's the only gun that needs to be nerfed or anything. Anything else is, it's powerful, but it's powerful in its own way. Sniping, like this sniper I'm using here in the gameplay, the M40 ACOG. It's good if you're good at quick scoping and you're good at using it at distance. But if you get, like, you're running a corner and you get bum rushed by an MP5, the only way you can get them is a lucky no-scope. And if you miss that no-scope, boom, you're dead. It's just game over. The MP5 is going to melt you. It's just certain guns have to play their strength, except for the M16. The M16, you can just use it wherever and you're going to dominate because that gun needs fixed. It feels worse than it was in the original. But if they fix that, boom, game's good. And if they want to add stuff, I only say add maps. They're adding the 6 new maps in this month. It's going to be Block, Showdown, Countdown, Wet Work, Pipeline. There's one more, Strike. They're adding Strike. They're going to add those maps into this game. That's fine. Do it. Heck, Block was my favorite map. Block and Countdown. I love those maps. Those were like my favorite maps to play anything on. And if they want to add even more to it, hell, they can add DLC maps. Chinatown. I almost said Conatown. Chinatown. Broadcast. All the other training facility, I think it was called. It was like the little training area. Yes, it was clustered, but hey, it was like Shipment, but a little bit bigger. Those are fine. And heck, if they want to even add in completely new maps and add them in, it's perfectly fine. As soon as they add supply drops, I could tell you there's going to be a depletion in the population. Most people play this game because it's normal. They don't like the flying, and they don't like the supply drops. They don't like having weapons that are better than the ones that are previously in the game. It's just all you need to do is just don't even do it. If you don't do it, I could tell you right now, it's just going to be so much better. The new maps, everyone's already pumped. I have so many friends that are pumped about the new maps, and I'm pumped about the new maps. They're not even new maps. They're just maps from before, But other than that, it's just That's all you need to do. So please leave a like if you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!